Big time
That's the
hit,
game.
and that's going to be a walk-off RBI single. Swung on, chopper to third. Here comes the go-ahead run. It's over the head of the center fielder, and it's a home run.
Oh, my
goodness!
goodness.
Homer.
Welcome to the KVB pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the South Central Satellites take on the Triton Trojans in the championship round of Sectional 51. This is Indiana High School baseball. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play on the diamond, our sports analyst, it's Kevin Hannon. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. We welcome you to Union Mills, Indiana 46382. We are back for more, set to continue the new era of KVB Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com. Well, as we get ready for our 17th broadcast of the 2026 spring sports season, we have talked with head coach Brent Jones of the Satellites on the Saturday Sports Line. We have seen them in action, of course, but we have not seen these Triton Trojans. Of course, our other station, KVB's Max 98.3 FM with Rusty Nixon, they have, and man, have the Trojans had a great season. We'll go ahead and look at them. Head coach Mark Elliott and his team started their year on April 1st, April Fool's Day. It was an April Fool's Day for Northwood. They took them down 5-4, the Trojans did. They then beat Caston 6-4 in Game 1 and then fell to Caston in Game 2, 11-7. They beat North Judson Sanpere in both games, 13-9 and 4-1. They beat Pioneer 12-5, then Oregon Davis 10-0 in Game 1 and 14-0 in Game 2. The Trojans then beat Marquette Catholic 7-3, North Miami 10-0 in Game 1, 13-9 in Game 2. Pioneer again, this time 7-6. Culver Community 7-6 in Game 1, 12-2 in Game 2. They fell to Bremen in a close one, 7-6. Bremen also having a good year. They then beat Winnemac, the Trojans did, in Game 1, 5-0 in Game 1 and 13-0 in Game 2. The Trojans beat Argus both times as well, 28-0 in Game 1 and 13-1 in Game 2. They beat Wawasee in extra innings 5-4 in the 8th, then fell to Boone Grove 9-0. The Trojans then beat Lewis Cass 5-4, LaVille 10-9, Northridge 5-3, Mishawaka Marion 7-0 before falling to Plymouth 6-1. They started their sectional run beating Argus 30 runs to nothing, then North Judson Sanpere this past Saturday in another close one with the Jays 4-1. As the Trojans come into today's sectional championship contest at 24 wins and 4 losses on the season and 15-1 in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play, winning the HNAC outright. When it comes to hitting, Drew Bingaman leads this team with a .511 batting average. Right behind him is Max Johnson hitting a .414, and then rounding out the top 3 is Levi McFarland averaging a .400 at the plate. As a whole, this team has a .358 batting average with an on-base percentage of .442. They have 291 hits as a team, 259 runs, and 219 runs batted in up to this point. We look at the pitching for the Trojans. Coach Hannon's going to like this. They've used 9 different arms through the 183 innings pitched. They have an ERA rating of 2.79. They have allowed 160 hits, 104 runs, and listen to this, Coach. They've struck out their opponents 245 times. With us tonight, here at the Diamond, we have our special sports analyst, our special guest sports analyst. I don't know why I said that. To have a former longtime area head coach Kevin Hannon on the call, it's quite a pleasure. Welcome to the championship round, Coach.
Thank you. It's always a little different feeling. You get to the Monday after school's out, and as you're going down the teams Triton has played, and a lot of close games, a lot of one-run games, a lot of two-run games, and you win those when you're having a magical season like they are. But like I said, different vibe about today. And one more thing about Triton, you talked about 9 different kids they've used on the mound, but from this point on, they got two guys, and they're both solid in Drew Bringhamen and Braxton Kaufman, and I think every game they play from here on out, both of those two young men are going to play a big role on the mound for Triton.
And, of course, you've known Coach Elliott for quite a long time.
Yeah, conference opponents for years, and my last year coaching was this group of freshmen, and you could tell then that Binghamen's special and very talented player. I know I'm involved in the State Coaches Association, and last weekend we picked our North All-Star team, and he wasn't selected to that, but when a 1A kid from a school that's not a perennial power in baseball, but when he gets talked about in that room, he's pretty good.
Well, we'll go ahead and we're going to see him. We're going to see him today, whether on the mound late in the game, as he will probably be brought in on relief. Coach Elliott said.
I can almost guarantee he will pitch in this game today.
And then also in the box, swinging that bat so well. We go ahead and turn the page and look at the South Central Satellites, though. Head coach Brent Jones and his Satellites started their season back on March 31st, beating Wheeler 7-1, then Fairfield 3-2. They fell to Jimtown on the road 9-4. Then we saw them beat the Knox Redskins 12-4. They avenged that loss from last year where the Redskins beat the Satellites, so that was a big moment for South Central against the Redskins. They then fell, South Central did, to Morgan Township in a close one, 10-9, and New Prairie 18-7. They beat Tri Township 13-0, then lost to Couts 5-0. They beat Washington Township 7-1, then lost to John Glenn 5-3. They beat Westville 4-3, then Boone Grove 9-6. Fell to Hobart 7-1, then beat Hebron 17-9. They beat LaVille 9-8 on May 9th, then lost to Michigan City on the 11th 10-6. The Satellites beat Bremen 9-8, then fell to Kankakee Valley 12-2 and Morgan Township 11-3. They started their sectional run beating Culver Community 7-0, then Oregon Davis this past Saturday 12-0. As the South Central Satellites come into this sectional championship matchup at 12 wins and 9 losses on the year and 5-2 in Porter County Conference play. That's good enough for third in the PCC. When it comes to hitting, Junior Tay Falls leads this team with a .484 average. Right behind him is Carson Rinker hitting a .317, and then rounding out the top three is Fisher Trotsky. He's averaging a .302 at the plate. As a whole, the Satellites have a .265 batting average with an on-base percentage of .387. They have 141 hits, 132 runs, and 92 RBIs up to this point. Looking at the pitching for the Satellites, they've used a lot of arms as well, Coach. 11 different arms through the 130.1 innings pitched. They have an ERA rating of 4.83. They have allowed 130 hits, 129 runs, and have struck out their opponents 92 times. Your thoughts since we saw the Satellites last?
Well, I know they're very dynamic with Tay Falls at the top of their lineup, and in the games we've seen him in the last 3 years, when he's good, when he gets on base, he's going to play defense no matter where. We've seen him as a catcher, and we've seen him the last couple of years as a shortstop. If he gets on base, he causes a lot of disruptions. He allows Coach Jones, if he's on base, to play a little small ball. And we've seen Coach Jones. He likes to bunt. He likes to be aggressive. But, yeah, Tay Falls starts all that at the top of the lineup.
Well, we are expecting a great afternoon of IHSAA Sectional Championship baseball action here on KVB's WKVI, and we appreciate you joining us here on the Coca-Cola pregame show. Taste the feeling. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, agriculture has been a cornerstone of our business for more than 135 years. Our personal relationships within the ag community run deep for multiple generations. If you're looking for a financial partner that knows, understands, and supports agriculture, I'd love to hear from you. I'm Isaac Blue, ag banker at First Farmers. Come into our Knox, North Judson, or Culver branches, or visit us online at ffbt.com when you're ready to talk about growing your operation. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Frayne Mortuary in Winnemac is family-owned and operated with 3 locations serving Pulaski County and the surrounding communities. Frayne Mortuary has provided our community with caring and compassionate service for loved ones. Our licensed staff is available to assist you with pre-need funeral planning and at-need funeral planning. We provide traditional burial and cremation services. We offer a full line of headstones and monuments at Frayne Mortuary in Winnemac. It's our family serving your family.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Appreciate you, JT. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We certainly appreciate them supporting local high school sports, as we are lucky to say no injuries to report, as that is our Pulaski Memorial Hospital injury report. Stay tuned. We will hear from Brent Jones of the Satellites and Mark Elliott of the Trojans after the break. That's in the Marian University's Ancilla College Coaches Corner. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winnemac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Let's talk with the coaches on the Ancilla College Coaches Corner with Mitch Columbi.
Welcome into the Marian University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. I'm talking with head coach of the Triton Trojans, Mark Elliott. Coach, it's good to meet you. You come in today against the South Central Satellites. You and the Trojans have had just an amazing season. Of course, talk with Rusty Nixon quite often. He has so many things to say about you and the Trojans. It's just been a great season for you. But you got the task at hand today to hopefully raise some hardware, sectional championship battle. You know anything about the Satellites coming into this matchup?
They're tough. They're good. Fundamentally sound team, always well coached. Their record doesn't show how good they are because they play a really tough schedule. I think that's by design to get them ready for a deep run in tournament, and they can make that run just as well as we can. So you look at the two teams on paper, and maybe we're the favorite, but we're not taking it that way, and we're coming in here ready to play hard and give it everything we have.
Yeah, I'm sure one of your goals was take care of conference. You did that. I'm sure now the next goal was to take care of a sectional championship. You and the boys have been putting in a lot of work. What's the message to them right now as you get ready to head out and hopefully raise that trophy?
Yeah, I think the expectations are so high around the program with the season that we've had this year, and for us today, it's putting that aside and just coming together as a family and doing it for each other and picking each other up and just getting the job done for each other.
And I know you got Braxton on the mound today. Of course, we know him, one of Max's athlete of the weeks throughout the spring here. Talk about control and what you want to see from him on the rubber, but also behind defensively.
Yeah, again, we think they can hit a little bit, so having Braxton start the game, get him to go as deep as he can till we feel comfortable with maybe turning the lineup around a couple times, and then we go back to Drew bringing him in to close it. Kind of the same blueprint we had for Judson kind of worked. We've done that in a couple other big spots this year, kind of want our fresh arm, our best arm fresh at the end of the game. That's kind of our plan, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, having a good year like this, I'm sure the fans have been behind you. What's your message to Trojan Nation right now as you head into hopefully a sectional championship win?
Yeah, we appreciate them coming out, obviously, and it's fun to have them backing baseball and baseball meaning something in Triton again. So, yeah, it's definitely fun, and we want to put on a show for them. Maybe not like we did at the Four Winds game where we had to score a whole bunch at the end to come back. That was a fun one, but hopefully we can take care of this one a little bit easier. That's the goal.
Well, Coach, I sure do appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student-athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today.
Welcome back to the Marian University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. I'm talking with head coach of the South Central Satellites, Brent Jones. Coach, here you are, sectional championship battle. We talked on Saturday. You said you see in the gym all those sectional championship bettors. You want to be part of that history. What has to happen today for the Satellites to go up against this good Trojan team?
Yeah, great team. Obviously, the record that shows that. We're going to play clean 7 innings baseball. We can't have 1 inning of bad ball. They're going to capitalize on that. So we know it's going to be a 7-inning baseball game that we're going to play. We're going to play a full 7-inning game for our Steve to have a chance.
Yeah, we see that they're going to start with Kaufman on the mound, and we know about him. He's pretty good, but then also Bingaman to close off the game. So talk about what you want to see from the Satellite bats.
Yeah, they're going to attack the zone. They have a bunch of strikeouts, so we know that we have to get in the box and we have to be ready to go from 0-0. So they put the ball over the plate. We got to get them early. If we get down to the count, they have really good stuff to put us out.
Talk about you defensively, being on the mound, but also the guys behind. Make sure you got to keep this thing close. You don't want to get them a bunch of runs. They've been scoring a lot of runs here in this sectional.
Yeah, they're a great offensive team, man. I think they're hitting like 350 as a team. So we know defensively, Elkin's going to put the ball over the plate. Our middle infield, Carson Rinker and Tay Falls, are going to have to make plays behind them all day. And outfield's got to be ready to go. Noah Howard wasn't here on Saturday, so hopefully he comes in fresh, ready to track balls and control the outfield for us.
Coach, it's always good to see you. Good luck today.
I appreciate it, Mitch. Thank you.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
All right, as we get set for Indiana High School Sectional Championship baseball action, what are your Surf Internet keys to the game as a South Central Satellite coach?
I think for South Central, you want to try to get to Kaufman early and make him throw a lot of pitches, put a lot of pressure on him. I think you're going to see Bingaman either earlier or later today. But I think if you can get to Kaufman, maybe the Triton dugout gets a little tight, and you might see Bingaman in the 3rd inning, and then it's a different ball game.
Surf Internet keys to the game for the Trojans.
I think for the Trojans is to score early. If they can jump out and grab an early lead, they're going to feel confident they've had that magical season going. And if it's a tight game towards the later innings, Triton, I think, has the advantage just because they've been there and they just feel like they can.
That is our Surf Internet keys to the game. Our LAP Waste starting lineups are next. You're listening to KVB's WKVR.
More people are switching to Surf Internet because they've had enough with slow speeds, rising bills, and internet that struggles when everyone is online. Here's what your neighbors Anita and Anthony had to say after they switched.
Great value, awesome speeds, and 0 issues.
We should have switched sooner.
Switching is easy. Plans start at just $30 a month with AutoPay, with free installation, all-in pricing, and no contracts. Visit surfinternet.com today. Restrictions apply. Not all speeds available in all areas.
It's time for the LAP Waste starting lineups.
For the Satellites in the field to start today, we will see Rocco Wallace in left field, Noah Howard's in center field, and Isaac Baum in right field. The infield shows Hunter Like at third, Carson Rinker at second, Wyatt Dahls at first, Tay Falls will be the shortstop, Fisher Trosky behind home plate as the catcher, and Colton Elkins gets the call to start on the mound in this one. for the Satellites. For the Trojans of Triton, their batting order shows the center fielder Drew Bingaman leading off, then shortstop Levi McFarland, pitcher Braxton Kaufman, and then the catcher Max Johnson as the cleanup hitter. Batting fifth will be right fielder Maddox Denny, then first baseman Jaden Prater, third baseman Blake Oosley bats seventh, second baseman Braden Gunnels is at the eighth slot, and at the bottom of the lineup we will see left fielder Trey Tarleton. That is our LAP Waste starting lineups. We'll be back to get set for the first pitch. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you need quality printing that gets you noticed, Town & Country Printers is your one-stop shop. We specialize in vinyl graphics of all kinds. Bold yard signs, attention-grabbing banners, custom labels and decals made just for you. Need custom t-shirts? We print those too. Plus professional business cards that make the perfect first impression. We print everything but newspapers and money. Whether it's business advertising, special events and outings, fundraisers, sports events, or parties, Town & Country Printers has what you need to make it memorable. Call us today at 574-936-9505.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time. And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
The team at LAP Waste is ready to serve you. Here's Honey Lamer.
Yes, we are so blessed at LAP Waste. We have been able to expand our staffing, and we have some amazing drivers, office help. We are just absolutely blessed in the group that we currently have.
Kirby Anderson, how does someone reach out to LAP to become a customer?
It's real simple. They can either email lapwaste@yahoo.com, and then we will get in contact with them, or they can call the office at 574-542-4019.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas, average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express. When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
From Union Mills, Indiana, welcome to broadcast number 17 of our 2026 spring sports season to see the South Central Satellites take on the Triton Trojans at Sectional 51. It's the championship round. I'm Mitch Columby. The tradition continues here on KVB's WKVI. You can stay up to speed on local high school sports in this area by following us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all KVB sports content. We are proud to let you know the public address announcer today at South Central is Jimmy Carr. The scoreboard operator is Brooke Boss. Our umpires for this evening are Craig Fott, Mike Mendoza, and Ken Phillips. With us tonight, we're honored to have sports analyst Kevin Hannon on the call to decipher the play, in which we will describe for you. And like I said, I'm Mitch Columby, proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are set for Indiana High School Sectional Championship baseball action on WKVI. Today's first pitch will be brought to you by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac. We also appreciate them being the sponsor for the Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week and the Athlete of the Year Award given out each week and year on the Saturday Sports Line, the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We had our very final Saturday Sports Line this past weekend where we announced our new Athlete of the Year, and it's Knox Redskin Miles McLaughlin. Kind of a no-brainer, I think, Coach.
No, that would have been my first guess as well. What a kid, what a career. We don't need to talk about him here, but unbelievable. He's on that Mount Rushmore of kids I've ever been involved with.
Well, and that seems to be the running thing with a lot of coaches in the area that coached him growing up. Just an outstanding guy.
Yep.
But in our game, it's all about a sectional championship between the South Central Satellites and the Triton Trojans, and stepping up to bat first for the Trojans is center fielder Drew Bingaman. So Bingaman, the right-handed hitter, will step in to face Colton Elkins in the first pitch offered. Swung on, big-time hit back to right field, and it will be gloved for out number one.
Conserving our pitches here early. One pitch, one out. That's all you can ask for. And Elkins is going to be around the strike zone today. It's just a matter if he can change his speeds, hit his different locations to keep these hitters off balance, because the top of this Triton lineup is as good as anybody they've faced.
Right-handed hitter Levi McFarland, the shortstop, will step in. First pitch offered inside, ball called. We talk about Elkins here. On the mound this season, he is a 4.07 ERA, 4-1 on the year. It's his 10th appearance.
Yeah, he's their number one, and he's kind of made for big games just like this.
Next pitch misses, barely up top for a 2-0 count here. We talk about McFarland. As the next pitch misses inside, so a 3-0 count. He's being very patient. A .400 average, the sophomore Levi McFarland is. This is his 112th plate appearance of the season.
That means your team scored a lot of runs.
Yeah.
And they played 28 games, so they haven't missed any because of rainouts.
Next pitch finds the zone on the outer portion of the plate. McFarland, a .481 on-base percentage, a .948 OPS. He's being very patient as here's the 3-1 from Elkins. He kicks and deals. Swung on to left center field, and it will be a base knock for Levi McFarland. And you got to give credit to Trojan Nation. They showed up in full force. You can hear them.
They both teams. I mean, you've got a little more crowd down the third base line, which is where Trojan Nation is, and South Central really hasn't matched their volume so far.
Here's Braxton Kaufman. We'll see him on the mound in the bottom of the first here, right-handed hitter to face Elkins for the first time today. Swung on the first opportunity, foul tip.
Yeah, there we saw Elkins go with that first pitch curveball, and Kaufman was a little anxious there. I don't think that's the pitch he wants to hit in this situation.
Senior Kaufman, .393 batting average as Elkins will check McFarland at 1. He slides in safe. Kaufman, a .481 on-base percentage and a .987 OPS. One of the Tony the Boss Ross Max 98.3 FM Athletes of the Week a few weeks ago. Great interview with Rusty Nixon. Rusty will be on the air momentarily here soon as Culver Academy's is in a sectional championship matchup today. So you'll be able to flip back and forth as the next option from Elkins finds the zone for a strike.
Yeah, another curveball right there. So he's got Kaufman in an 0-2 hole.
Elkins, the right-handed pitcher, will deal. There goes McFarland to take two. Swung on, fouled off out of play.
Yeah, came back with a fastball there, and Kaufman's in defensive mode. Just doesn't want to go down swinging. And they had the runner in motion, so Triton's showing early that they're going to be aggressive on the bases.
0-2 count with one on. McFarland on first. Kaufman trying to make something happen here. Elkins, the 0-2. Breaking ball, head of the ball there, swinging there was Kaufman, and it fouls off down the left field line.
Yeah, it took a little velocity off that curveball there, and Kaufman did a good job just fouling it off.
No balls, 2 strikes. Elkins to deal. Next pitch, nope, he'll throw to first again, keeping an eye on McFarland. Sliding in safe.
Yeah, McFarland's kind of getting a couple hops there, trying to get the timing right, and the ball got caught right there, mid-hop.
0-2. High, first ball. Good eye from Kaufman here.
Yeah, there he went fastball, went up out of the zone, hoping to get him to chase, and Kaufman was good, not chasing.
The 1-2. Outside. Still can't get him to chase.
No.
Triton dugout also very boisterous. Being intimidating here. The 2-2 breaking ball. And the breaking ball throws the timing off from Kaufman. He gets ahead on that swing, and it's just behind. It'll foul off.
Yep, just able to fight it off and stay in the at-bat.
Two. Throws over to first. It's the third time he's checked on McFarland in this at-bat here. Now he'll deliver. Outside, the count will go full. And after that first at-bat from Bingaman, the Trojans are making Elkins pitch here.
Yeah, this will be the 9th pitch here in this at-bat.
The payoff. Swing, foul tip, stays alive.
Strike 3. Catcher, just a foul tip. Catcher was able to handle
Catch
it. And big pitch right there.
Huge. So that'll be the second out.
And I'm surprised right there that we saw McFarland down at first look to be aggressive a couple pitches and steal. I'm surprised there with full count that he didn't run.
So here's Max Johnson. There goes McFarland just on cue from coach there. He does take 2. Called strike to Johnson, a sophomore, 414 average. He has an on-base percentage of .519 and is second on the team for OPS, 1.071. Elkins checks McFarland at 2. He deals the 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. Two outs, 0-2, runner in scoring position. Top of the first here, scoreless. He deals up top and away, ball 1. Talked with Coach Elliott in the pregame. He said it's nice to have good baseball back at Triton, and he knows the fans are very appreciative of it, and they're showing their support today.
Yeah, they've been, over the years, they've had more good teams. Here recently, it's kind of been a struggle.
And Elkins will dot the outside corner. And going down looking is Johnson for another strikeout for Elkins. Out number 3, and that's the top of the first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We'll take a break and come back. Bottom of the first on the way for Kevin Henn, and I'm Mitch Columbi. Don't go anywhere.
Howard's Marathon in Winnemac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winnemac. Call 574-946-6894.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
It's the sectional championship round of Sectional 51 here in Union Mills, Indiana, as the South Central Satellites host school take on the Triton Trojans. You're listening to KVB's WKVI. We go to the bottom of the first. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon. And if you're the Satellites, that's exactly how you want to start things off.
Oh, especially for Elkins right there, it goes through the 3 and the 4 hitters with huge strikeouts with the runner on base. And he's up for the challenge today, and good first inning for Colton Elkins.
So now we'll start with Tay Falls, the leadoff hitter for the Satellites, and that's someone that Coach Jones said on the Saturday Sports Line, the energy starts with Falls. If they can get him going, then everything else seems to fall in line.
Oh, absolutely. I've seen him 4 or 5 times in the course of his career so far, and yeah, he's the spark plug here in this lineup.
On the mound for the Trojans is Braxton Kaufman, the senior, 4.08 ERA. He's 10-2 on the season. It's his 14th appearance. He's allowed 59 hits, 43 runs. He's walked 33 at-bats and has 71 Ks. Falls, the right-handed hitter, steps in. First pitch offered. Breaking ball inside, ball 1. Good eye from Falls. Talk about Falls, a 484 batting average, an on-base percentage of 598. Leads the team in OPS as the next pitch finds the zone. He leads the team in OPS 1.259. The junior.
Those are video game numbers. Nope, they're going to keep him in the box right there. He got hit by the pitch, but he's got that elbow guard on his left elbow and just kind of raised it up and didn't attempt to move right there. So good call by the home plate umpire.
So you can't lean into it.
No, he's got to just turn a little bit. He could have played that maybe a little different, but
he pops the 2-1 up high. It should be played by the second baseman, and it will for out number 1. That is second baseman Braden Gunnels. Flashes the leather for out number 1.
Next up for the Satellites, number 27.
Yeah, no argument again on that. Not getting first base. No argument from the South Central dugouts. No argument from Falls. He knew.
So now up, the left-handed hitter will show bunt, pulls it late, ball called. This is Isaac Baum, the left-handed hitter. Baum, he comes in today. The senior does a .237 batting average. Next pitch will miss. Ball 2. 442 OBP. Kaufman, the 2-0. Finds the zone on the outside corner. You can feel the energy in the sectional championship game.
Oh, for
here.
sure. You can definitely. The dugouts are a little different in June than they are during the regular season.
And this pitch will get inside on Kaufman, and it'll hit Baum on the right thigh, so he will take his base hit by pitch here. So the Satellites get a man on board here with 1 out in the bottom of the first, scoreless here in this sectional championship matchup. We now see Fisher Trotsky, right-handed hitter, step in. Checking on Baum is Kaufman. Now we're starting to hear the Satellites chirp from the dugout. Next pitch, breaking ball, dots the inside corner. 0-1 to Trotsky. Low and away, hits the dirt. There goes to take two. Baum, he slides in safe. The throwdown wasn't in time, so now the Satellites have a man in scoring position.
Yeah, great read right there. Isaac Baum, he wasn't stealing on the pitch, but he saw the ball, read the ball in the dirt well. Catcher did a good job of blocking it, but Baum was easily able to get down to second base.
Kaufman checks, deals the 1-1, finds it on the outside corner, strike two.
So those are those free bases, and when you get into the state tournament, and like I consider that a wild pitch, guy advances, that's a free base. You need to try to limit those.
Kaufman tried to get Trotsky to chase outside, ball two. So even count here, 2-2. Next pitch. Breaking ball, swung on, chopped the 3.
No.
We got a man in a pickle here. They'll tag for the second out.
Yeah.
Isaac Baum, they tried to get him at 2, but he was already halfway down the line, and you were kind of shaking your head thinking, what are they doing?
Yeah, it's routine ground ball to third. Runner at second needs to hold there. There's nowhere he's going to go. And as it turns out, he just ran himself into a rundown and made that first out of the inning. Fielder's choice on the play for Rinker. Or for Trotsky, I'm sorry.
So Trotsky will get on base here. First pitch offered to Carson Rinker is a called strike. With 2 outs, 1 on, that runner in scoring position tagged out. The Trojans answering back defensively here. Next pitch inside at Rinker for ball 1. Next pitch. Swung on, popped up high, deep in the hole for out number 3 will be the second baseman, Braden Gunnels. As that is out number 3, we will take a break. No runs, no hits, no errors. Top of the second on the way. We are scoreless in this sectional championship matchup here on KVB's WKVI.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication. They recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. Defensive battle early here, Coach.
Yeah, and that's gonna, those kind of plays. The team that makes the least mistakes today will be the team hosting the trophy at the end. And that's one right there that South Central wishes they could have back, I think.
Well, we'll start with the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Maddox Denny, right fielder, for his first plate appearance of the afternoon. We look at his stats real quick. Denny, a .381 batting average. He's a senior. His 103rd appearance will be right now. Has a .431 on-base percentage. A left-handed hitter to face against Elkins, who did quite well in the top of the first. Elkins, the first pitch. Swung on, foul tip, hits the net. Oh, 1. Elkins to Denny. Swung on, popped up high, back to deep in the hole. It's the second baseman flashing the leather for out number 1, Braden Gunnels.
Carson Rinker right there with the catch.
Oh, Carson Rinker, thank you.
Yep.
I looked at the wrong.
No, that's all right.
Next up, the Trojans.
Rinker at second base. I was looking at the wrong rundown.
So
there.
right now, our early theme is we've had 4 flyouts to the or 3 flyouts to the second baseman in an inning and a half, and it means the pitchers are they're on their game.
This is Jaden Prater, the first baseman. Takes the first pitch outside, ball called. Prater, a sophomore, 385 batting average. His 78th appearance on the season, 468 on-base percentage. The 1-0 from Elkins to Prater. Base hit. Diving for it was Rinker, but he just couldn't get there in time, so it'll go down as a base knock, Coach?
Oh, yeah. Base hit to right there for Jaden Prater.
So here comes Blake Owsley.
Next up for the Trojans, number 24, Blake Owsley.
Owsley, sophomore, 319 average, 105th appearance on the season, 375 OBP. Elkins checks the runner at 1, deals, breaking ball inside. Scoreless here in the top of the second between the Satellites and Trojans, 1-0 count. Elkins kicks and deals. Chop the second, falls, double play, they will. And the Satellites defense doing quite well there, as that is 3 up and
3 up, 3 down, but just in a non-routine way.
We'll take a break and come back. Don't go anywhere. Bottom of the second is on the way.
When you need quality printing that gets you noticed, Town & Country Printers is your one-stop shop. We specialize in vinyl graphics of all kinds. Bold yard signs, attention-grabbing banners, custom labels and decals made just for you. Need custom t-shirts? We print those too. Plus professional business cards that make the perfect first impression. We print everything but newspapers and money. Whether it's business advertising, special events and outings, fundraisers, sports events, or parties, Town & Country Printers has what you need to make it memorable. Call us today at 574-936-9505.
High school sports in Indiana thrives because of our dedicated IHSAA officials. These men and women ensure fair play, safety, and the integrity of every game. From Friday night football to basketball tournaments through baseball and softball seasons, without them, there are no contests, no rivalries, or no memories for our student athletes. We appreciate our IHSAA officials. You make it all possible. We go to the bottom of the second along with Kevin Hannon here, and you're right, defensively, both teams' pitchers have brought it today.
Yeah, and they both, obviously, they're both built for games like this, and I haven't seen Kaufman for a few years, and he's got really good stuff.
5, 6, and 7 hitters. We'll start with Hunter Like here for the Satellites. Like the junior, 220 average, his 78th appearance on the season. Kaufman deals the first offered pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Like a 390 on-base percentage. Multi-sport athlete. We've seen him quite a bit throughout this school year. The 0-1, foul tip, strike 2.
And you get into playoff baseball, and I've talked about Tay Falls for South Central. I've talked about Drew Bangaman for Triton, but somebody on the winning team is going to have someone in the 6, 7, 8, 9 hole in the lineup that comes up and has a big day today. That's usually that unsung hero that leads to championships.
0-2 outside, ball 1. And you've mentioned that before, guys in the 9 hole that are able to get it back to the top of the lineup, get on base, that is really a good sign.
Yeah, and it goes you're dealing with teenage kids out there, and you get through the top 4 hitters in a lineup, and you tend to relax a little bit and give up a hit or something to someone down in the bottom of the lineup, and those things come back to hurt you.
2-2 fouled off, hits the net. That breaking ball, really hard to gauge. As here's the 2-2, did it again. Breaking ball stalled like he goes down looking for out number 1.
Yeah, he's throwing. I don't know if it's 2 different pitches or just he's changing speeds on his curveball very well.
Now we see Wyatt Dahl, first time today, the senior, a 213 average, 70th plate appearance, 294 on-base percentage. First pitch will be Oh, man, he's going to hit Dahl.
Yeah. That one didn't hurt. Got his jersey.
So Wyatt Dahl hit by pitch, takes his base with one out. And now we see Noah Howard. 328 on-base percentage. Howard is the senior, a 255 batting average. First pitch, bunt shown, laid it down, popped up high. It'll be over the net for strike one. Trying to advance, and that's what we saw against Knox, the small ball.
You get down to the bottom of the lineup, and he's trying to be aggressive, trying to create defensive mistakes by Triton.
Swings on the 0-1, misses, strike two.
Yeah, Kaufman's getting to the point. He likes the feel of that curveball right now. He's throwing it a lot.
He checks on Dahl at one, safe. And now he'll deal the 0-2 to Noah Howard. Swing and a miss, strike three. Howard upset with himself, and he'll go down swinging. And now we see Jackson Arnett, the designated hitter. Freshman Jackson is quite the athlete we've talked about all year long. He's a 200 batting average coming into this afternoon. First pitch, misses for ball one. Arnett, a 373 OBP. 1-0 from Kaufman. Called strike, lower outside corner. One. Breaking ball dots the inside corner. I think Arnett thought it was a little high.
Well, if he gets called strikes on those two pitches, the fastball in the outer half and that curveball and up and in, they're not going to touch him in this lineup. That's just great pitching.
And advancing to two, stealing there will be Wyatt Dahl. They do the throwdown, but not in time. So now the Satellites have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs here. 2-2 count to Jackson Arnett. Braxton Kaufman deals. Swing and a miss, strike three, and out number 3. No
runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on.
We'll take a break and come back. It's a stalemate right now. Who will break through first? We'll find out. Don't go anywhere. Top of the third is on the way.
Hello there. Is this that First Choice Ag Service place? I'm needing something done on my tractor.
Oh, no, sir. I'm sorry. This is First Choice Insurance.
Well, can you fix my tractor, too?
We insure all types and sizes of farms. We represent many companies who offer all the coverages a farmer may need.
Well, we might need to talk. Had a little issue with the tractor. Might need some coverage.
Phone us in North Judson at 896-3482 or in Knox at 772-5370.
Back here in Union Mills, Indiana, the Satellites and the Trojans are tied 0-0 here as we go to the top of the third. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon. We're so glad you've joined us for some sectional championship action here on KVB's WKVI. It's been a great afternoon here in Union Mills. We checked the weather. Not too sunny, but a beautiful afternoon. Nice and cool here in Union Mills. But stepping into the box first for the Trojans will be Braden Gunnels, 8-9 1 hitters here, Coach. So this is the slot you were talking about.
Yeah, and we saw in the second inning, Colton Elkins really settled in. He threw 19 pitches in the first inning, came back with 6 in the second inning, so he's just sitting at 25 through 2.
First pitch from Elkins. Dots the lower outside corner. Next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Still not. Elkins, has that chain around his neck outside his jersey, and I still am not used to that new rule.
Explain. Next pitch outside.
For years,
Weren't
the
allowed.
IHSA rules, you couldn't wear any type of jewelry while you were playing.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And now they are allowing it.
And now it's one less thing for them to have to police, I guess.
1-2 from Elkins. Grounded to Falls at short. He'll glove it. Slings it over to first. 4 out, number 1. And you just see the athleticism from Dave Falls there, Coach.
Yeah.
Remember seeing that as a freshman.
Yeah. Well, when we saw him as a freshman, Coach needed him behind the plate, and he was good back there too. He's just a baseball player.
So now here's the number 9 hitter, Trey Tarleton, the left fielder, for his first appearance of the afternoon to face Elkins. First pitch from Colton. Called strike inside corner. Tarleton, the sophomore, .279 batting average, his 79th appearance of the season. He has a .436 on-base percentage. 0-1 from Colton Elkins to Tarleton. Back to center field, and it'll be a base hit. So that number 9 hitter that Coach is talking about gets us to the top of the batting order, and that's exactly what the Trojans ordered.
Oh, that's a recipe for success for baseball teams. You can get that 9 hitter on. Now you got your guys up that you want up with runners on base.
Senior Drew Bingaman for his second appearance today.
Yeah, he took the first pitch of the game hard right at the right fielder.
5'11" batting average. 114th appearance in the season. First pitch low, ball 1. Has an on-base percentage of .577. He leads the team in OPS with 1.327. Slugging percentage of .750. Here's the 1-0 from Elkins to Bingaman. Grounder to Falls, trying to turn for 2, not in time.
Great play right there. Not a good feed from Falls to Rinker, but Rinker, as he's going to the bag, had to reach out and caught that with his throwing hand. So great play by Rinker there to save Falls an error.
So they will get the advancing runner. Getting to first is Bingaman.
Yeah, reaches on the fielder's choice.
72 degrees here in Union Mills. A very pleasant 72.
Yeah, beautiful day for baseball.
2 outs, 1 on. He'll check Bingaman at 1, sliding in safe.
Yeah, he needs to check there because Bingaman is going to run here within this at bat. So you'll probably see McFarland here take a pitch or two to allow him to move.
And this is McFarland's second appearance, and there goes Bingaman to take 2. They throw down Falls. The tag got him.
Wow, what a tag by Falls. Beautiful tag.
The Satellites defense is in a battle with the Trojans defense. What a moment here.
Yeah, the throw was, the catcher got it away quickly, threw it to the shortstop side of the bag, and Falls went over, reached to his glove side, or to his throwing hand side, caught the ball, dove back towards the base to get the tag on him. So very athletic play by Falls right there.
No runs, one hit, no errors. Take a break, come back, still scoreless, bottom of the third on the way.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. McGrath Refrigeration, voted Stark County's favorite heating and air conditioning dealer, is your local Armstrong Air dealer. Call today, 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551 and ask for Tina. We go to the bottom of the third. The Satellites defense holding strong here. And we will start with the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for them.
Yeah, Satellites got out of the second inning with a nice double play there. Get a nice third out of the third inning with the caught stealing, so defense is on display here in Union Mills.
This is Rocco Wallace for the Satellites to step in. The junior, 182 average. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Kaufman right to work, finds the zone, evens up at 1-1.
Again, here's the position of a 9-hole hitter leading off the inning here, middle inning. So big at bat here for Rocco Wallace.
Foul tips the next pitch off, makes it 1-2.
Yeah, ball up and in on him. He was trying to bunt for a hit right there, but not a real easy pitch to handle.
He's on base percentage is a .308, and here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, going down, striking out is Rocco Wallace for out number 1. We go to the top of the order. It's Tay Falls for his second time today.
Yeah, fourth strikeout already in the game for Kaufman.
And we talked about it in the Coca-Cola pregame show. The amount of strikeouts this team has is incredible. Kaufman comes in today with 71. There's a bunt laid perfectly down the first base line.
Beautiful.
Safe as Tay Falls. He runs it out. Perfect placement from Tay Falls.
Yeah, the ball was right there on the edge of where the dirt meets the grass, and it just stayed on the grass. And if it would have gotten into the dirt, it would have rolled foul. But great bunt, great baseball play to get him a base runner.
It's a great game right now.
This is a great game. Great pitching,
it's a fun one.
Good defense so far.
Athletes out onto the field.
Absolutely. This is what June baseball is usually pretty good.
Because by now they're in their zone.
If teams are playing today, they've had a good year.
First pitch offered to Isaac Baum is in at the hands, ball 1. He checked Falls first. Falls stepped in safe, and now here's the 1-0 to Baum. There goes Falls to take 2. Swung on,
nice
base hit. Falls will turn for 3 here. Sliding in safe is Tay Falls. It gets past the third baseman. Advancing to 2 is Isaac Baum. Both runners in scoring position for the South Central Satellites with 1 out. Big moment.
Yeah, it goes as a single for Isaac Baum. He advances to second on the throw to third. So Satellites are in business here with 1 out.
And now here's Skipper Jones to have a word with the home plate umpire. Not sure what he saw. Got the explanation.
Probably asking where did that enter. The ball went off the netting in front of the dugout. So he's probably asking if that hits a Triton player over there, the throw's in the dugout and each runner gets an extra base.
I did not know that. Wow, I learned something new every year doing this.
Those are the things you get into with everybody leaning up over the fence.
This is Fisher Trotsky, takes the first pitch for a called ball. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Kaufman deals outside, ball 2. The energy, you just feel it here.
Yeah, this is a big spot. Got the infield in. Big spot for Trotsky.
Next pitch misses, ball 3 now.
He's got a base open over there with Fisher Trotsky hitting. He's hitting third for a reason. So Braxton's being kind of nibbling on corners with him, not wanting to give him anything real good to hit.
He'll deal the first strike. 3-1 count, and Kaufman right to work. Outside, he will end up walking. Here comes Falls as the pitch gets past the catcher. And it will be the first run that crosses is Tay Falls. He caught it quick. The catcher, Max Johnson, it bounced up, had to run it down, and by that time, Falls is saying, I'm bringing a run home, boys.
Yeah, Kaufman right there tried to throw too perfect of a curveball, kind of spiked it. When the ball hit the dirt, the catcher was there to block it, but that ball has so much spin, it just took off and headed over towards Triton's dugout.
Isaac Baum will advance to 3. We've got runners in the corners. Nolan Lord, the courtesy runner for Fisher Trotsky. And now here's Carson Rinker, right-handed hitter. There goes to take 2, the courtesy runner Lord. They'll allow it to happen. Both runners in scoring position with only 1 out.
Yeah, so now I would assume the infield will come back in here because you were in the same position. Here they come.
Deals. Swung on. Right back to Kaufman. Oh, no. They're in a pickle between third. It's Baum trying to get home, fakes.
We got nobody back here. Oh, he's safe.
He's safe. He scores and can't believe it. They get it back to Kaufman for the tag, and it dropped. and then both runners advance. They stay in scoring position with only one out.
Yeah, the tag was there. I mean, he was out easily, but then when the dust settled, the ball's rolling away. It popped out of Kaufman's glove there at the plate.
Big moment there. The Satellites kind of got bailed out there, Coach.
They absolutely did. It would have been their second base running mistake of the day. There was no chance he was going to or to score from third there.
So that goes. Is that an error?
No, there's no error on that play.
So only 2 hits, though.
Weren't any hits. Well, that wasn't a hit. That was a fielder's choice there by Rinker.
But so far is what I mean. We've only seen
2 hits, Falls and Baum.
2 runs and 2 hits. And there will be a mound visit by Coach Elliott to talk with Kaufman. And in the meantime, Coach Jones is talking to the courtesy runner Nolan Lord at third. Carson Rinker's at 2, and now here comes Hunter Like. The Satellites get out early here, 2-0 in the bottom of the third with 1 out. They're still in business. Kaufman, first pitch offered, low and away.
The infield's still in. Big spot here for Hunter Like.
Grounder to
This
second.
This is going to be a tough, yep.
They'll throw to first to get the out, but sliding in safe is Nolan Lord. He goes ahead and adds another run across.
Yeah, Like just put the ball in place. Slow roller to the second baseman. The second baseman made the smart play, got the second out, but did allow the third run to score. But more important right here for Triton to get out of this inning, to get outs.
Now we see Wyatt Dahl here for his second appearance today. He takes the first pitch, outside ball called with 2 outs. Runner on third, 3-0, the Satellites lead. Swings on the 1-0, it's popped up high, foul out of play.
Yeah, Dahl reached back in the second on a hit by pitch. They're trying to steal home.
Oh my gosh, they will. Holy cow, we're talking aggressive baseball here, Coach.
I've never seen that live in high school baseball. So Rinker just took off on pitcher's movement. I believe the pitcher was out of the windup, which makes it easy for him, and the pitch just wasn't able to be handled by the catcher. So we have a steal of home in the sectional championship game.
My goodness. And if the catcher, Max Johnson, brings it in, we had a bang-bang play, but it skipped off his glove, and here's the 3-1. He will hit. Wyatt Dahl, and Kaufman may be rattled here a little.
Well, there's no doubt he's rattled right now. He hasn't had, they haven't hit the ball hard. Just Triton's made a few mistakes, and he's had to throw extra pitches this inning, and, it's tough.
Noah Howard, for his second appearance today, steps in. Kaufman finds the zone, dialing it back in here. 4 runs have crossed here in the bottom of the third on 2 hits. 0-1. Swung on, popped up, back to center field. It should be played. It will for out number 3. That's the center fielder,
so we
Drew
got
Bingaman.
4 runs on 2 hits. And I got no errors.
That's what I have. Big inning for the Satellites as they lead the Triton Trojans 4-0. We'll take a break and come back. See how the Trojans respond. Top of the 4th on the way.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
A defensive battle is how this game started, but the South Central Satellites pounce on the Triton Trojans right now. 4-0. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon. That could be the big inning for the Satellites that they needed today.
Yeah, and, we talked about no errors, only 2 hits. They were able to get 4 runs, but they aren't errors, but it's a wild pitch here, and it's a throw that gets past a third baseman that's not an error, but, they're giving up free bases, and free bases over the course of a baseball game that's as competitive as this one, free bases kill you.
Question, if you're Coach Elliott here, how long do you stick with Kaufman?
I think you're going to see the leash get pretty tight right now. What Coach obviously wants to see, we're at 2-3-4 in the lineup here for Triton. If you don't come back and score 1 or 2 here this inning, then I don't know if you see Bingham in now or not.
We start with Levi McFarland, the right-handed hitter, still facing Colton Elkins here. McFarland's second appearance today.
Yeah, singled and stole a base back in the first.
First pitch from Elkins. Low and away, ball 1.
And now it seems easy, but now if you're Colton Elkins, you need to shut down inning here, get through the heart of the lineup, and get your team back out there up to bat.
Finds the zone outer portion of the plate. McFarland, the sophomore, 400 average, 113th appearance of the season, 481 OBP. Elkins deals the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And if you're the Satellites, you can kind of see the confidence that they're playing with right now, Coach.
Yeah, and that starts with the kid on the hill. And for a reference, just watching him pitch now, this is the second time I've been able to see him. He reminds me a lot of Lance Lynn, who from Indiana played on a lot of Major League Baseball teams and had a great career.
Grounded to fall, slings it to first. It'll be an error.
Yeah.
He got it there, but it was too high of a throw.
Yeah, it just wasn't needed to come and get that baseball, take a hop off of it. He kind of played it back and trusted that his arm would get it over there, and throw was just high.
But that gets Levi McFarland on board with no outs. Could be the start that the Trojans need here to respond.
Yeah, they just needed a base runner, and that's what they got. So we'll see what kind of at-bats they can string together.
Braxton Kaufman at the dish for the second time today.
Yeah, Kaufman struck out back in the first.
Takes the first pitch for a ball. He wants to help his own cause here. Elkins the 1-0. Checks McFarland at 1. That was a nice comparison. If he were to hear that, boy, that's quite a compliment there, Coach.
A lot of it is body type, and a lot of it is beard and the way his hair. He's got the flow out the back of his hat. So, but no, just I don't know the kid, but I can tell he's confident and he wants the baseball, and that's just the way he acts on the mound.
He'll foul this one off, hits the netting, 1-1 count. I couldn't grow a beard like that when I was in high school.
I couldn't grow a beard like that right now.
I mean, you got a pretty good goatee going.
Oh yeah, I guess.
It's up here.
Yeah,
that's where
everywhere
you can't fill
else.
in.
I got no flow, that's for
you
sure.
You got no flow. Yeah, he does have it hanging out the hat. Next pitch called strike. Kaufman wanted to swing, but he didn't follow through with it, and now it's a 1-2 count here.
Yeah, that throw by the catcher last inning has really slowed down Triton's base runners. They haven't been real aggressive here with.
Swings on the 1-2, hits the net. Fouled off.
Yeah, because McFarland, he stole a base back in the first inning, but so far they're hesitant to run him.
One, two. Checks the runner at 1. Oh, no, it'll get past Wyatt Dahl, but he will track it down.
Stayed on the dirt. It didn't roll too far away, but tell you what, a good throw and catch right there, and they might have had him. He was kind of caught him mid-hop. He was going the runner was heading towards second.
1-2. Swing and a miss. It'll get past the catcher.
The batter is out. There is no drop third strike when their first base is occupied. So Kaufman is out on the strikeout. Runner advances on the wild pitch.
And, just within the last few years, I'm still getting used. You see head coach Jones, he has a walkie-talkie where he's talking to the catcher, Fisher Trotsky, to tell him what he wants to see.
Yeah, it's one-way communication. And they made that legal here. This is probably the third year for it. I'm glad it wasn't legal when I was playing.
You couldn't do it?
Or when I was playing, when I was coaching. I could do it, but no, I guess
you could do a sign, couldn't you?
Oh, we did signs all the time, yes, but
big rip on the 1-0 back to center field for a base knock. Here comes a run. Nope, he's going to be told to stay at 3, and a smart decision there by head coach Elliott to keep the runner McFarland at 3. So runners in the corners for the Trojans with 1 out here.
Yeah, very smart decision there. The center fielder came up, perfect cutoff throw to Wyatt Dowell there in the middle of the infield. So first and third, big spot, 1 out.
Left-handed hitter Maddox Denny steps in for his second time today.
Yeah, flew out to the second baseman last at bat.
Swings on the first offering, popped up high.
That's going to be deep enough to score the run.
Tagging up is McFarland. He will bring the first run across for the Trojans.
Sac fly from Maddox Denny, good at bat.
So the Trojans get on the board here with 2 outs. This will be Blake Owsley. No, Jaden Prater.
Jaden Prater, yeah.
Jaden Prater, excuse me.
Prater hit into a double play his last at bat.
Elkins checks the runner at 1. He's safe. Max Johnson, the catcher for Triton. This pitch misses outside to Prater for ball 1. Elkins kicks and deals. Foul tip, and it hits the mask of Fisher Trotsky. You heard that. And now here comes the umpire to have a word with Elkins.
That's baseball etiquette right there. The catcher and the home plate ump look out for each other. Either one, if that would have went off the umpire's face protector, the catcher would have gone out to the mound. Just give them a minute to
reset.
Let the bats quit flying around inside your head.
And they do probably have to have a pretty good, working relationship during the game with each other.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep, he tapped Trotsky on the backside, and let him know, I got your back. And now Elkins to deal the 1-1 to Prater. Low. Fisher will have to track it down, and that allows Max Johnson to advance to 2. So the Trojans have another runner in scoring position with 2 outs here. Trying to get back at this lead.
Yeah, and that's another thing when it comes to baseball. You'll be a better team if your catcher can get along with others. If he's a nice human being, then usually you'll get the benefit of the doubt when it comes to calls.
The 2-1 dots the outside corner right where the head umpire likes it. So now it evens up at 2-2 to Prater. Elkins deals. Grounder falls, tracks it down, slings it to first, but it's not in time. What a play, though.
Yeah, great play.
Grabbed it backhanded with his glove, and he's twists his body to throw it to first in line, but just not in time.
Yeah.
It does allow Johnson to get to 3.
Yeah, Johnson was going to get to 3 either way, but there was a lot of risk involved in that play by Falls right there. He makes a bad throw there, the runner scores, and we got a 4-2 game right now.
So here's Blake Owsley for his second appearance today with 2 outs. Runners in the corners. Swings on the first offering. Popped up high, deep in the hole.
Rinker should have that one.
He will for out number 3. Elkins is juiced, only allowing 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error.
Yes, 1 error, which led to the run. So it was an unearned run for Elkins.
Makes it 4 runs to 1. The Satellites lead. The Triton Trojans will take a break and come back. Bottom of the 4th is on the way. Since 2012, All Grain Transport has proudly served our area farmers. What started with Adam, his wife Lindsay, their oldest son Leland, and 1 truck, All Grain Transport has grown into 11 trucks strong and a family of 5 L's. All Grain Transport specializes in efficient grain hauling during harvest, and with on-site storage, customers can harvest faster and market their grain long after the season ends. From grain to a variety of ag needs, All Grain really can transport it all. All Grain Transport is proud to help continue the tradition here on WKVI Sports, so call them at 574-225-6131. That's All Grain Transport. Family driven, community strong, and built to haul it all. Sectional Championship baseball action here on KVB's WKVI is a pitching change for the Triton Trojans, and we're going to see him just like you thought, Coach Drew Bingaman, the senior.
Yeah, I think it was probably in Coach Elliott's head going into that last at bat, but when they scored a run and their offense showed some life there, yeah, you go to Bingaman right now and try to keep them right here at 4.
He leads the team in ERA, .66. He's 6-0 on the senior. The senior is. This will be his 17th appearance on the season. He has 86 strikeouts coming into this afternoon. He leads the team in that stat as well. He's only walked 10 at-bats. He's only allowed 13 runs and 51 hits through the 63.2 innings pitched. Bunt shown, and it's laid down by Jackson Arnett. Tries to get to first, but not in time. Bingaman tracks it down and throws it over for out number 1.
Yeah, and he shows he's athletic right there as a pitcher. Bingaman does, gets off the mound good, gets to that baseball, fields it clean, makes a strong throw to first. I like the idea from Jackson Arnett, though, anyway on base at this point, especially at the bottom of the lineup.
This is Rocco Wallace, the number 9 hitter for his second appearance today. He takes the first offering for a ball.
Yeah, he struck out back in the 3rd.
Bingaman not wasting any time. Misses again, low and away. Next pitch. Grounder to second. Gloved over to first. He is safe. It bounced out of the glove of Jaden Prater.
Yeah, it goes as an error on the second baseman there.
And I think that's Kaufman at 2.
It is Kaufman.
I wonder if Gunnels, I'm not sure if he's back in center.
Looks like Tarleton's in center, so Gunnels probably went to corner outfield spot, I would guess. I can't see their numbers out there.
Tay Falls for the 3rd appearance today, and he got things going in the bottom of the 3rd for the Satellites.
Yeah, bunt single, scored the first run for the Satellites.
1 out, 1 on, Falls in, 0-1 count, Bingaman. And you saw Falls raise that elbow there a little bit, trying to get it again.
A little up and in.
The confidence of these two teams right now, this is a good matchup. There goes to take 2, swing and a miss by Falls, and standing in safely.
Got him.
Oh, he's tagged. Great throw down.
Well, the only reason it's a great throw is because the runner didn't slide. The runner slides, he's in there easily. But
yeah, Wallace tried to get in that standing up.
Yeah, the throw was up, and he just ran right into the tag.
1-2. Finds the zone and going down looking as Tay Falls.
Well, momentum has switched into that third base dugout here as Triton gets out of that inning.
So 3 up and 3 down, right?
Yes.
As we will take a break and come back. Top of the 5th on the way. The South Central Satellites lead the Triton Trojans. More to come after this.
Are you tired of slow speeds, rising bills, or internet that struggles when everyone's online? Then now is the time to make the switch to Surf Internet. Here's why Aaron switched.
Competitive prices, no contracts, reliable service, and nice people to work with.
Switch today so you can experience the Surf difference. Fiber internet plans start at just $30 a month with AutoPay, plus free installation and no contracts. Visit surfinternet.com today. Restrictions apply. Not all speeds available in all areas.
L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication. They recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. We go to the top of the fifth. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon. So glad you joined us here for sectional championship action here. We will see Colton Elkins stay on the mound as he's done a pretty good job, a very good job for the Satellites in this one against a very hot offensive team in the Trojans.
Yeah, and I was just in between innings, now that you're in sectional play, the coaches report the pitch count. So everybody's on the same page because, we talked about pitch count a lot last year during the season. This year, sectional play is when that pitch count really comes into play because you're at the point now the kids' arms are ready to go. You're going to go 120 with your guy. And so very important that Elkins right now through 4 is at 53 pitches. So he's in really good shape to get through the complete game.
For the Trojans, we will start with the 8, 9, and 1 hitters here. It is Braden Gunnels.
Grounded out to short back in the third.
First pitch from Elkins swung on, slicer right to third. It's snagged by Hunter Like for out number 1.
Yeah, Gunnels was all over that first ball fastball and hit it right on the nose, but right at Hunter Like. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Coach's dream.
Here comes Trey Tarleton, the number 9 hitter, second time today.
Base hit up the middle last in the third inning.
Swings on the first offering, popped up high, deep in the hole.
2 pitches, 2 outs.
Rinker flashes the leather for out number 2.
Would you feel better if I just waited till the guy caught it before calling him out?
No.
Okay, because that's 2 pitches, 2 outs. I'm rooting for him up here.
No, absolutely.
You wouldn't call it an immaculate inning, but 3 outs on 3 pitches is pretty sweet. If you're a good leadoff man right now, Drew Bingaman, you would take this pitch.
He won't.
And he doesn't, and he hits that well to center field.
Back to make the play. It will be gloved. 3 pitches and 3 outs. Gloved by the center fielder, Noah Howard. The Satellites respond, and Colton Elkins is pumped up here.
Yes, you would have thought that was the final out of the game there. He jumped off. He
wants this.
He was more excited than I was up here calling it. So,
boy, 4-1's the score. The Satellites still in charge. We're going to take a break, come back. Bottom of the 5th is on the way.
LAP Waste can offer services for trash removal, large or small. Here's Kirby Anderson.
We do offer front load service in 2, 4, 6, and 8 yard dumpsters for front loads. And we also do a lot of roll off in 12s, 15s, 20s, 30s, 40s, and we even got quite a few packers at job sites that are permanent places to where they need to dispose of a lot of trash.
Here's Honey Lamer.
Just give us a call at 574-542-4019 and we'll get you all set up.
Back here in Union Mills, Indiana, the South Central Satellites taking on the Triton Trojans for a sectional championship. Hardware is on the line. We start with number 27, Isaac Baum, for his 3rd appearance of the afternoon. And in relief is Drew Bingaman on the mound for the Trojans. He deals the first offered pitch to Baum, called strike. Next pitch right to work. Swung on, back to left field, a base knock for Isaac Baum.
His 2nd hit of the game.
Things are looking good right now for the Satellites. Talking with public address announcer Jimmy Carr, it's been 3 years since the Satellites have hoisted a sectional championship trophy.
Yeah, and would have been what? Zach Coulter's last year up here, I believe.
You're right. First pitch called a strike to Fisher Trotsky, third appearance today.
Yeah, he walked and scored in the third and reached on a fielder's choice.
He'll try to pick off Baum, and Baum goes ahead and takes two because it's overthrown at first to Jaden Prater. So Bingaman tried to pick him off, but no.
It's an error on the pitcher.
And now the Satellites have a runner in scoring position. It's Isaac Baum leading 4-1 here in the bottom of the fifth.
Yep.
Bunt shown, he pulls it, ball called.
Now I think you're going to see Coach Jones. Might break out the small ball. Any run you can add on to this is very important.
Next pitch, bunt shown, lays it down, it goes foul.
Better get it. That ball rolls back. The ball was rolling on the dirt, and if it hits that lip just right, it would kick back into fair. But Bingaman came over and got it while it was foul.
So this will be a 1-2 count here to Fisher Trotsky.
Now if you're Trotsky, you just want to hit a ground ball somewhere right side, get that runner to third.
Foul tips the next one off, hits the net. The Trojans come in today only losing 4 games throughout the season. But I would like to say this is probably a rare occurrence right now that they're dealing with. Chopper third, stays fair, gloved, slings it to first.
Got him.
He's got him. Beautiful play by the third baseman,
really,
Blake Owsley.
Really nice play.
That's out number 1. It keeps Baum at 2, and now here comes Carson Rinker, third time today.
Yeah, and with nobody out, that's really a smart play right there by Isaac Baum to not attempt to get to third. He's going to score on a base hit from there. So
Bingaman's first offered pitch called strike in the zone, and he deals the 0-1. Swung on, popped up high. Owsley should have it. He will for out number 2. And it brings up Hunter Like.
He had an RBI ground out back in the third, struck out in the second.
Number 17, Hunter.
2 outs, 1 in scoring position, 4-1. The Satellites lead here in the bottom of the fifth. Bingaman deals. Called strike. Like, 220 batting average on the season. Takes the next pitch, outside corner, dots it. Like, a 390 OBP. The 0-2, Bingaman deals. High, ball 1.
Boy, Bingaman doesn't waste any time up there on the mound.
Oh, he doesn't.
He gets the ball back from the catcher. He's ready to go.
1-2. Foul tip. This is something that Coach Jones, like we said earlier, he wants to be a part of the historic tradition here at South Central and bringing sectional championships. He said that's something he hasn't done yet. Swing and a miss. Light goes down swinging. And that is out number 3 with a runner left stranded. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. We'll take a break, is that right?
That is correct, sir.
We'll take a break and come back. The Trojans are fighting. They need to respond here. We'll see what happens. Top of the 6th is on the way.
LAP Waste can offer services for trash removal, large or small. Here's Kirby Anderson.
We do offer front load service in 2, 4, 6, and 8 yard dumpsters for front loads. And we also do a lot of roll off in 12s, 15s, 20s, 30s, 40s, and we even got quite a few packers at job sites that are permanent places to where they need to dispose of a lot of trash.
Here's Honey Lamer.
Just give us a call at 574-542-4019 and we'll get you all set up.
Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551 and ask for Tina if you want to look cool like the KVB crew. We appreciate them and their support toward helping continue this tradition. Top of the sixth, along with Kevin Hannon, we have seen a really good game between the South Central Satellites and the Triton Trojans.
Yeah, really good game. We've seen all the pitchers really, Kaufman would like to have a pitch or two back. As it turns out, a wild pitch here. But for the most part, good defense and just enough offense to get some runs across. So, yeah, it's been a great high school baseball game.
2, 3, 4 hitters. It starts with Levi McFarland for his third appearance already.
Yeah, he scored, reached on error back in the fourth inning, and singled and stole a base in the first.
And Colton Elkins just having a day, only 56 pitches in today. First pitch, swung on, popped up high, back to center. One pitch, one out.
So 4 pitches, 4 outs.
And that is caught in center by Noah Howard.
And at some point, you got to take a pitch here.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
if you're the head coach?
You can't let him be in this kind of a rhythm in the 6th inning of a sectional championship game. You need to step out. You need to disrupt him a little bit.
He'll throw this pitch outside. He was able to get out of the top of the 5th with 3 pitches and 3 outs. He starts the 6th with 1 pitch, 1 out. Just dealt his second, missed outside. So now here's the 1-0 to Braxton Kaufman. Pops this one up.
It's going to be close.
At the fence in foul territory, it'll be out of play. Makes it a 1-1 count. You like to see the hustle there from the Satellites trying to get over there to it.
Yeah, they had second baseman, first baseman both there. The right fielder was close behind. So, yes, you love to see anybody in the play at least making an effort.
1-1. Swung on, fouled off out of play. 1-2 now. We talked about catcher Fisher Trotsky with Coach Jones. He said he's an athlete they got from West Lafayette area. And he has been very helpful in the development of the younger guys, but also being someone he can rely on behind the plate. Fouls the next one off, and here's the 1-2 from Elkins. Ooh, and he will hit Kaufman. Is that his first hit by pitch of the day?
Yes.
So Kaufman will get on board for the Trojans. Might be what they need here with 1 out.
And here's Johnson, who struck out in the first, singled in the 4th.
Right-handed hitter will step in here. Swung on, fouled off, hits the net.
And now down 3, interesting situation, how aggressive you want to be on the bases here.
Elkins will check Kaufman. He'll deal. Breaking ball misses inside. We talk about Max Johnson here. The sophomore, 414 average. 519 on-base percentage. Second on the team with OPS. Swings on the next pitch. Foul down the left field line. So close, and that could have been the momentum shift.
Could have been about 3 feet, looked like from here.
But he leads the team, or he's second on the team with OPS, a 1.071. Johnson is. So he'll step back into the box at the dish, a 1-2 count. Elkins checks Kaufman at 1. Deals. Low and away. Good snag by Trotsky at the dish. Two. Swung on, fouled off out of play.
Johnson's making him work here, fouling off pitches.
And look off to the right here. Softball head coach of South Central, Tony Wallace, is here catching some satellite baseball. It's good to see him. They're going to be in a regional championship battle this weekend. Next pitch will miss outside.
Tony's one of those few names that I still recognize around here. That, you know, it's been 18 years since I've been up here, but Tony was here at that point. Been here a long time. Good man.
Done a lot of work with the softball over the years. So successful. Here's a grounder to third. It'll get past the third baseman, Hunter Like, and that will be a base hit for Max Johnson. He gets on base. So
that brings the tying run to the plate here in the 6th.
And it's Maddox Denny, and here comes head coach Brent Jones for a mound visit.
I think he's just giving his big guy a breather out there on the mound, talking to the infield about what we could look for here.
2 on, 1 in scoring position with 1 out here, and we will see Max Denny.
Because chasing 3 runs, I still don't think a bunt's out of play here. You know, so they might just be reviewing, you know, if the runners start, what we want to do, what kind of coverage we're going to have here.
Denny, the senior, a .381 average. He has 36 RBIs coming into this afternoon. An opportunity to add to that here.
Yeah, sac fly back in the 4th, flew out to 2nd.
Elkins outside to the left-handed hitter, Denny, for ball 1. .431 on-base percentage. Steps back in. Elkins the 1-0. Low and away. Trotsky picks it up, throws to
they're
third.
Run into and out at third.
They tag him, but he's safe. Sliding in head first. Close one. And Kaufman will get to third safely. Trotsky didn't know where it was. It was bouncing around. He picks it up, gets it to third. It looked close from here, but sliding in safe is Kaufman. And in the meantime, Max Johnson will get to 2.
Yeah, so now 2nd and 3rd. Looks like corners are going to be in. The middle infielders are back. They're going to trade a run for an out here with the 3-run lead.
Next pitch finds the zone. So a 2-1 count here for Denny. He'll step back in. Elkins to deal. Swings on it, fouls it off, hits the net. Two. Elkins to Denny. Swung on, grounder to Falls, gloves it, slings it to first, in time for out number 2. Kaufman will bring a run across. So now it's 4-2, and Trojan Nation has something to fight for.
Yeah, Maddox Denny with an RBI ground out. So runner in third, 2 outs for Prater.
His 3rd appearance today. Johnson will get to 3rd as well.
And Prater's 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles.
Takes the first pitch, called ball. The sophomore, a .385 average. He has 20 RBIs coming into today. Next pitch finds the zone, evens up 1-1. Also some bullpen work. It looks like Brody Grass out there warming up for the Satellites. Here's the 1-1. Misses outside. Good eye from Prater. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Elkins trying to get out at the top of the 6th here. He deals the 2-2. Breaking ball misses up top. Count will go full with 2 outs here. What'd you see?
I saw a pretty good pitch, but I'm not back there with the mask on.
The payoff. Swung on, popped up high, running back for it is the center fielder. He will glove it. What a rundown by Noah Howard for the 3rd out, but 1 run on 1 hit and no errors.
That's 2 nice plays he's made in the last 2 innings out there, covering a lot of ground because, down the lines here doesn't look like a very big park, but it's 380 out in center field, so there's a lot of room for the center fielder to cover here.
2-run lead for the Satellites, 4-2. We'll take a break and come back. Bottom of the 6th on the way. It's getting down to the big moments here in this sectional championship game. You won't want to miss it here on WKVI.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student-athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today.
Back here at Union Mills, Indiana, the South Central Satellites and the Triton Trojans in a sectional championship matchup here on WKVI. The Satellites lead the Trojans 4-2. Drew Bingaman in relief for Kaufman on the mound for the Trojans, and since he's come into play, Coach, the Trojans have done well.
Yeah, they've South Central's only been able to muster 1 hit against him in his 2 innings of work, so he's Bingaman's the real deal. He's out there, and he's going to be tough to score against.
First pitch offered to Wyatt Dahl is low and away. Wyatt's 3rd appearance.
Yep, hit by pitch in the 2nd, hit by pitch in the 3rd.
By both pitchers, right?
No.
They were both by Bingaman?
Both by the starter.
Oh, wow. Pops this one for a base knock, a little blooper behind the shortstop, and it will be a base hit for Wyatt Dahl.
Well, I can tell you right now, everybody listening out there, we are going to have a bunt right here.
Noah Howard. And it is Noah Howard. Bingaman checks Dahl at 1. Deals the pitch, bunt shown, tried to lay it down, but he couldn't. Strike 1. It was a high pitch.
And I think that's where Bingaman's going to throw him again. Fastball up, hoping he pops it up. Oh, it didn't show it that time.
Ball up top, evens up at 1-1 here. Bingaman throws over, checks on Dahl, slides in safe. One. Swung on, foul tip, hits the net behind us, or behind the catcher. So at a 1-2 count here to Noah Howard. Nobody out, bottom of the 6th. There goes Dahl to take 2. Howard swings on it and fouls this one off out of play. One, 2. Up top and away. Ball 2. Bingaman, the 2-2. There goes Dahl to take 2. Swing and a miss by Howard. Sliding. He's safe. Wow. Bang, bang play at 2. They call him safe.
Yeah, that was a close play, but it did end up getting Noah Howard strike 3 swinging right there. So 1 out, runner on 2nd.
And here's Jackson Arnett for the third time.
Struck out and hit a comebacker to the pitcher.
Now batting for the Satellites, number 7, Jackson Arnett.
(1-0). Foul tip evens up 1-1. Next pitch finds the zone. 2-1. Bingaman deals. Swung on by Arnett, popped up, foul out of play. (2-2). Swung on, popped up high, back to right field.
Tagging at second. He's going to try it.
And he will slide in safe at 3. So out number 2 is gloved by Maddox Denny in right field. And advancing to 3 is Wyatt Dahl. Correct?
Pinch hitting for the Satellites, number 13.
Yes. Yes, Wyatt Dahl at third base. We have a pinch hitter here, number 13, Zach Martin.
Swings on the first offering.
Ooh.
Foul down the right field
Off
line.
the
It
scoreboard.
hits the scoreboard.
He was all over that one. Little pop in the left-handed bat here off the bench.
Martin, a sophomore, still searching for his first contact of the season. Finds the zone. It's an 0-2 count now to Martin. Pinch hitting for Rocco Wallace, correct?
Yeah, very important right now for the catcher to block and keep everything in front of him.
Grounder to second. Glove throws over to first, out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors is the bottom of the 6th. It's now or never for the Triton Trojans. Yep. They trail 4-2. We'll see what happens here as this is a sectional championship matchup on WKVI. The Trojans trail the Satellites 4-2.
Frayne Mortuary in Winnemac is family owned and operated with 3 locations serving Pulaski County and the surrounding communities. Frayne Mortuary has provided our community with caring and compassionate service for loved ones. Our licensed staff is available to assist you with pre-need funeral planning and at-need funeral planning. We provide traditional burial and cremation services. We offer a full line of headstones and monuments at Frayne Mortuary in Winnemac. It's our family serving your family.
7-8-9 is who we will see for the Trojans. And if you are head coach Elliott here, what are you thinking? I mean, you got to get something. You got to get some contact here.
Yeah, you're down at the bottom. You're probably taking a pitch. Take till you get a strike. You're going to be up on the plate a little bit, and you better not be getting out of the way of that inside pitch.
It'll start with Blake Owsley, third time today.
Yeah, and he's grounded out to short, flew out to second.
Colton Elkins still on the mound for the Satellites. An amazing afternoon it has been for him. He wants this today. You can tell by his body language and the energy he's been giving.
Yeah, he's been great up there. He's given up 2 runs, 1 of those earned. Given up 6 hits, struck out 3. So he's allowed his defense to get him out of some things. Given up some ground balls, a lot of ground balls to short that Falls has fielded. Got some easy pop-ups. So he's used all the weapons he has behind him.
So here's Blake Owsley to start things off in the top of the 7th for the Trojans. They need anything here.
Yeah, they need 2 runners to start with, and then they can start playing.
First pitch from Elkins finds the zone. Strike 1. Owsley a .319 average. 0-1, swung on, chopped to third, gloved by Like, throws to first, and they will get out number 1. 2 outs away from a sectional championship are the South Central Satellites.
Yeah, just again, the Satellites making that routine play, and they have made mistakes today. Falls had a throwing error earlier, but for the most part, they made plays on the balls they should have made plays on.
Now we see Braden Gunnell.
Gunnels lined out to third and grounded out to short.
Swings on the first option, and a miss, strike one. Tough situation for the Trojans right now. 0-1 count with one out. Elkins is tasting it. He deals. Swing and a miss, strike two. What a moment. 0-2. Finds the zone and going down, looking as Gunnels for strike three and out number two. 1 out away from a sectional championship are the Satellites.
It'll be in the hands of Trey Tarleton here, the 9-hole hitter. He singled in the third, flew out to second in the fifth. Bingaman in the on-deck circle.
Elkins, first pitch to Tarleton. Slicer up the middle.
The 9-hole hitter.
It's a base hit. And that's exactly what the Trojans needed now, because here we go back to the top of the order for Bingaman.
Yeah, tying run at the plate now, and this game's a long way from over.
Drew Bingaman leads the team in batting average with a .511.
Well, right now, one swing, and he's definitely a good enough hitter to put one out of here and tie this game.
First pitch offered. Low and away. Ball one. 2 outs, 1 on. Top of the seventh, the Satellites lead 4-2. It's been 3 years since they've been able to hoist a sectional championship trophy. Will they do that today? Next pitch finds the zone, outside corner.
Bingaman has flown out to right, flown out to center, and reached on a fielder's choice.
1-1. Breaking ball, chopped down the third base line, foul.
Down to their one strike away.
1-2, Elkins to Bingaman. Whoa. Elkins. 1-2. Chop to second. Gloved to first. The South Central Satellites are sectional champions. They will beat the Triton Trojans 4-2. What a game by Colton Elkins on the mound, and the Satellites are pumped up and excited. Head coach Jones will get his first sectional championship as the head coach here at South Central since taking over 3 years ago. What a win. A tough loss for the Triton Trojans, who came into this game with 24 wins and 4 losses. They'll be dealt their 5th loss, ending the whole season here in a championship game at 24-5.
A great baseball game, first and foremost. A game like this, nobody wins or nobody loses in a game like this. Obviously, the scoreboard says one team's favored over the other, but this was a good baseball game by 2 really good teams, and it's just a shame somebody's not going to be able to play next Saturday.
We've talked about Triton with a lot of our area coaches all year long. Our other station, Max 98.3 FM with Rusty Nixon. He has just seen their area teams on Max get beat up all year by Triton. And my goodness, what a moment for South Central. They came in today at 12-9 on the year.
Yeah, and the guy on the mound, and every game I've done with you, Mitch, I've said it. You're as good as the dude on the mound, and Colton Elkins was the guy today.
Well, they are going through the trophy presentation here for the South Central Satellites. What a moment it is for them. Congratulations to the South Central Satellites Sectional 51 champs. They joined their softball club here at South Central, who were also Sectional 51 champions. Both teams will be heading to the regional round this coming weekend. We'll take a break and come back for our Collins Insurance post-game show. We'll break this game down with our sports analyst Kevin Hannon, but a big win and a big congratulations to South Central. We'll have our Stark County Co-op play of the game as well as our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game in the Collins Insurance post-game show next.
Osborne Advantage Real Estate is a proud sponsor of local sports. Steve and Donna love being members of the community and would love the opportunity to make you feel right at home, right here in Stark County. Whether you're buying, selling, or relocating, call Osborne Advantage Real Estate today at 574-896-2567 for guidance and instant support. Get all of your automobile needs done at Sideline Automotive. They're thankful the community has trusted them and voted them the #1 tire store, #2 place to get your oil changed, and one of the top 3 places to go for auto repair. For off-road performance and complete auto repair, call Joey at 574-249-5537.
When you need quality printing that gets you noticed, Town & Country Printers is your one-stop shop. We specialize in vinyl graphics of all kinds. Bold yard signs, attention-grabbing banners, custom labels and decals made just for you. Need custom t-shirts? We print those too. Plus professional business cards that make the perfect first impression. We print everything but newspapers and money. Whether it's business advertising, special events and outings, fundraisers, sports events, or parties, Town & Country Printers has what you need to make it memorable. Call us today at 574-936-9505.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
South Central Sectional Champs over the Triton Trojans. 4-2's the final. We bring in our sports analyst Kevin Hannon. Now, that was a fun one to do, Coach. That was the fastest game. It felt like the fastest game we've done. It just was so much excitement.
It was. Pitching was good, and Triton South Central scored all 4 of their runs in the third, and it started the leadoff hitter 1, 2, 3, 4. The 9-hole hitter led off with an out, so 1 out. We had Tay Falls up, bunt single, and that's the inning that Triton had a wild pitch. They had a let runners advance on throws on the bases, and 4 runs all in that inning, and Binghamton held the Trojans right in the game, but they just couldn't get anything more on Colton Elkins.
You talk about going up against these 2 pitchers for Triton, and the Satellites really attacked. They were confident throughout the entire game, and the game plan by Coach Jones and company, I think they just really handled this matchup well.
Yeah, the inning they scored their runs in. I mean, they didn't get anything on Binghamton in the last 3 innings, and I didn't think they were going to, just because I've seen the kid and I've seen his numbers. But that third inning against Kaufman, he had hit a couple guys, and just at one point you even said, they kind of got in his head a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And then, at that point, you're Binghamton, you're asked to come in trailing by 4. I mean, that's a tough situation for anybody.
Oh, it is, and he did his job as a relief pitcher. He held him right there, but ultimately Triton couldn't get anything across on Colton Elkins.
Well, we'll take a break and come back for our Stark County Co-op play of the game, and we'll also have our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. That's all coming up next here in the Collins Insurance post-game show. The South Central Satellites are sectional champions.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care, closer to home.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
What a big win for the South Central Satellites. We're talking our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game with Coach Hannon. Who you thinking?
I'm thinking the play of the game probably has to go back to the fourth inning when South Central scored, when they scored their four only runs of the game, and that's like I already kind of played it out, but Rocco Wallace led off the inning with a strikeout, so there's one out. Got to the top of the lineup, and Tay Falls, bunt single, Isaac Baum behind him, single, and that just got the ball rolling there so the top of the third, top of the lineup for South Central.
And when they brought those runs across, it was all there in that one inning. It just really, once it started, it snowballed from there.
Yeah, and Kaufman got out of that inning, but just you could tell they got to him mentally a little bit there towards the end. And like I said, Bingaman wasn't going to give up anything the rest of the way. So.
Well, we'll take a break and come back for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. We'll hope to catch a word with Coach Jones and maybe Colton Elkins or some of the players that had a hand in this big-time win this afternoon. So stand by. We won't go anywhere. Hopefully we'll be able to catch up with them, but we'll also have our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game up next.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
When you need quality printing that gets you noticed, Town & Country Printers is your one-stop shop. We specialize in vinyl graphics of all kinds. Bold yard signs, attention-grabbing banners, custom labels and decals made just for you. Need custom t-shirts? We print those too. Plus professional business cards that make the perfect first impression. We print everything but newspapers and money. Whether it's business advertising, special events and outings, fundraisers, sports events, or parties, Town & Country Printers has what you need to make it memorable. Call us today at 574-936-9505.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, agriculture has been a cornerstone of our business for more than 135 years. Our personal relationships within the ag community run deep for multiple generations. If you're looking for a financial partner that knows, understands, and supports agriculture, I'd love to hear from you. I'm Isaac Blue, Ag Banker at First Farmers. Come into our Knox, North Judson, or Culver branches, or visit us online at ffbt.com when you're ready to talk about growing your operation. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch?
Time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson Sandfair High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
All right, it's time for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Coach, who you thinking?
Well, I think this wasn't a real difficult decision. As Colton Elkins, early on, you could just tell he was the man up for the challenge today. senior. I've seen him pitch a couple different times, and during the game I even compared him to Lance Lynn a little bit from appearance and just the way you could tell he wanted the ball. He was the guy out there. He pitched a complete game, struck out 4, gave up 6 hits, 1 hit by pitch, not even any deep counts, but 1 earned run, and he's the player of the game today for me.
Well, we have a chance to catch up with head coach Brent Jones. You said you wanted to hang one in the gym, Coach. Well, you get a sectional championship. Took you 3 years, but you made it happen against a very good Triton Trojan team. So talk about this win. It seemed like you guys had a great game plan.
Yeah, coming into it, the first 3 innings, scoreless baseball. I think it was the 3rd or the 4th. We finally cracked it. Just kind of felt like the first team that was going to be able to get on the board was going to have the momentum to carry them throughout the game. So, we scratched 4 there. Didn't necessarily hit the ball hard throughout the entire game. Their pitches were phenomenal. We knew that going in, but we were able to create some havoc on the bases and, put pressure on them to make plays, and it went our way today.
Yeah, they only made, I think we had them down for 1 or 2 errors, but yeah, it was just little things. And I talked early on about the free bases, and they made some mistakes that inning. They had a big wild pitch that was crucial. I think gave you your first run somewhere in there in one of those 4. But yeah, and then they you advance bases on some throws by the outfielders. But yeah, really put pressure on. You could tell the first pitcher, Kaufman, you guys kind of got in his head a little bit there in the 3rd.
Yeah, and in the bottom of the 3rd, when you get all those 4 runs to cross, Coach, that's really where things happen. They had to go with Bingham in as their relief at that point. But, really, the damage had been done, and at that point, it's just defensively what you guys had to do. You could tell Colton Elkins wanted that one today.
Yeah, Colton Elkins is the ultimate competitor. When he's on the mound, he's a warrior. He plays with emotion. To end every inning, it seems like he's coming out screaming, slapping his glove, which is awesome to see as a coach. And again, he throws the ball over the plate. We knew they were going to swing the bats, and they did, and we made plays behind it. We got some guys here that were unbelievable in the field. So yeah, credit to these guys behind me.
And how does this feel for you? You've put a lot of time and effort into building this program when you took over 3 years ago, and these guys have been behind you since then. I know Tay was a freshman. It doesn't seem that long ago. He's a junior already. But the work that you've put in, Coach, this has got to be gratifying for you as a head coach.
Yeah, it's gratifying for everybody. And again, like we've always said, South Central baseball is success, right? And it took me 3 years to get it done. But again, when you have athletes like this that come through the program. They're phenomenal baseball players. They care about baseball. They love the sport. So as a coach, it's a great place to be.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Coach. Thanks so much for your time. And
Thank you.
We'll see you next weekend, hopefully.
Yes.
All right. That is head coach Brent Jones of the South Central Satellites. We have some time to talk to some of these guys. Let's start with Tay Falls here. It's been a couple of years since we talked to you. I think that was at Oregon Davis. You were a freshman.
Correct.
We love watching you play, Tay. You just have such an athletic just the way you play the game of baseball, it's obvious you love this sport. Right. Talk about why you love it and what it is about it.
Love it a lot. It's about been playing since I was 3, backyard with my dad, just playing catch every once in a while, and then fell in love with it. Now I'm here playing baseball, winning. Can't complain.
And it started with you there in the bottom of the 3rd. You were able to get on base and then bring that first run across. It seemed like once you got things going offensively, the other guys fell in line. And talk about the dugout, the energy, some of the other things that guys were saying out there on the field. We knew Colton really wanted this one today, but you gave him those insurance runs to make sure it was a big win for you and the Satellites. So talk about being that guy to bring that first run across to kind of get things rolling. Had to feel good for you, but also the rest of the guys.
Yeah, for sure. Jones always says I'm that fire starter when I'm got to get on. That starts a lot of problems on the base pass because I'm quick and I can steal. But trusting the guys behind me, trusting them to hit the ball, get in and play. I'm going to score no matter what. So, especially Isaac, good hit and run call right there. Got to trust my guys behind me.
Yeah, and he makes all the flashy plays at short. But I just want to shout out while I'm thinking about it, Noah Howard. 2 unsung plays in the game today. One he made in the right center field gap on a ball over his head. One he made in the left center field gap, ball over his head. There's a lot of room out there. Center fielders here have to be good baseball players. So those are 2 unsung plays today that probably not many people are going to be talking about.
Of course, we remember when you were a freshman, Tay, you were behind home plate at the dish being the catcher. You've moved into the shortstop position. And Coach Hannon just says you're just an all-around athlete and can do things like that on the field. Was this a goal for this team, being a sectional champion?
Oh, for sure. we got interviewed at the start of the year. They asked what our goal was. All three of us had the same answer, and that was to win a sectional. But many of us have other goals. It might be personal goals, but as a whole team, we wanted to collect a sectional championship because our numbers haven't been up there in a minute. So we just wanted to proceed and produce for our school.
Well, congratulations and good luck at regionals.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, that's Tay Falls, South Central satellite baseball player. We'll also have a chance to talk to Colton Elkins. What a game. You wanted that one today, Colton. You could tell. You were fired up today.
Oh, for sure. I definitely wanted that one. That's huge.
I mean, you go up against a Triton Trojan team that comes in today with 24 wins. I'm sure in the back of your mind you're thinking, boy, these boys must be pretty good. I'm going to have to bring my A game, and you did just that. Talk about coming into this game, what you had to think mentally prepared and how you wanted to attack today, because I'm guessing you knew, hey, they got some bats and they're going to get it going. What were you saying to yourself coming into this game?
I mean, I had adrenaline going at 12:30. I was fired up.
Feeling it.
I was fired up by 12:30. I was ready to go. I wish this game was sooner. I just felt it. I knew we were going to get our revenge from last year. That's a great team. Triton's a great team. They're going to compete every day, and we were just better today.
Yeah, and I mean, you saw a lot of work from him on the mound. That one inning, 3 pitches, 3 outs, you were excited.
I was going to talk about that 5th inning. I was very excited when you got the first 2 outs on 2 pitches. You were the only one in here more excited than I was. See, you would have thought that was the 21st out there as you ran off the field, so that was good. That's a coach's dream when you can get 4 outs in the 5th and the 6th on 4 pitches. So
and that had to make you feel good.
Oh, I feel great.
And then Tay said it was a goal of yours coming into this season, wanting to get a sectional championship and to get Coach Jones his first sectional championship. The work you guys have put in over the last few years, we've kind of seen you guys grow up. Who else on this team are you really proud of? Tay was one that brought that go-ahead run across. Talk about some of the other guys that you're really proud of today that backed you up when you were on the mound today.
I'm proud of all my guys, really. I'm proud of all the guys, but mostly Isaac Bohm, for sure. Moving to the 2-hole for the middle of the year, he's just been hitting. He's been doing great. Carson Brinker took a really big step. He matured a lot from his freshman year. He's been doing great, especially defensively. The middle infield's always someone I can trust.
We talked about your stats in the pregame and the great ERA you had coming into today, but I mean, was this one of your better performances of the season, do you think?
Oh, this is my best performance.
I almost wondered.
This year's been a down year for me, to be honest, but just this playoffs, I've been really turning it up, and I feel great going into regionals.
And Coach Jones gave you the ball today. Talk about that. You said you couldn't wait for this game to happen today. I'm sure him giving you the ball today was really kind of like, oh man, he's relying on me to be the one.
I mean, he knows just as anyone that I want a revenge. Last year was a heartbreaker. I gave everything I had last year, and I'm going to do the same this year, and I think he knows that, and I think the whole team knows that I'm going to give everything I have out there.
You may or may not know this name, but Coach Hannon said you remind him a lot of who was the professional baseball player?
Are you a baseball guy? Lance Lynn. That's
Lance
who
Lynn.
I compared you to. Lance, another Indiana kid, but at first glance, I mean, not just the flow you got going on in the beard, but just the way you could tell once you got settled into this game, you were the dude out there, and you could just tell by watching the game. So hats off for that.
Congratulations on an amazing performance today, Colton. He was our player of the game.
Yeah, he was.
You're Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, so congratulations on the big win on the mound.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
And
Absolutely.
I think you're probably going to get the ball next Saturday, too, so
I'm
good luck
so.
to you.
I'm
Thank
hoping
you.
so. Thank you. That's Colton Elkins. You heard Noah Howard say he hopes he does.
I hope he does. He better be on the mound for us.
Well, we know you, a multi-sport athlete. We've called your name on the radio quite a bit over the years.
Yeah.
It's the first time I actually get a chance to talk with you.
I know.
He was impressed with you, center field today, just doing so well out there. Talk about your performance today and adding. I mean, Coach Jones wanted you up here for a reason, so
Right.
you're an integral part to today's piece to win this sectional.
Yeah, coming into the year or whatever, we knew that, I sometimes struggle up at the plate, but, there's a reason why I'm out there in center, and, all the guys rely on me to be able to lock down the outfield. So, it's just an honor to be out there and know that my teammates have the trust in me to go out there and make some plays for us. So, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and I said this on the air, you drive down the road here and you see the foul poles aren't all very far, but not many people know it's 380 out there to where it says satellite baseball. So you got a lot of ground to cover here as a center fielder, and you did it flawlessly tonight on a big stage. So.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
And you probably knew Triton was coming in playing as well as they were. What were you thinking? I asked Colton what he was thinking. What were you and the team thinking coming into this game?
Well, coming into this game, we knew that the bats would be hot and they're going to barrel up some. So Coach Jones, just credit to him, like that out that I made over there in left center field, along with the one over in right center field, he just knew their batters or whatever up there, and he told us, he's like, hey, we're going to take a few steps back, and, if those steps weren't, taken at the very beginning of the play, those balls are over my head. So credit to all of them with the heads up, and, he just really had a good game plan for us coming into the game.
And I know this was a goal of yours and the team to become sectional champions. And we kind of mentioned this earlier. I know you were on that basketball team. It was so close. And then, it just didn't go the way to finally taste this sectional.
For sure.
Just as an athlete here at South Central, it's got to feel good for you.
Oh, I've been hungry. And I got to say, going into this year, I was like, I just want to put something in the case. Something in the case.
You did.
You know what? Unfortunately, we weren't able to do it with basketball, but it made a lot of memories, had a fun time with the guys, and, this is something that I'll remember forever here. So it's just awesome to be out here.
You're part of the history of South Central baseball.
Yes.
That's got to feel good. The history of South Central baseball, it's very rich
it's legendary.
history.
Yes, for sure.
Well, congratulations. And
yes, I appreciate it.
What would your message be to Satellite Nation in hopes they come and support you and the guys at Regionals this coming weekend?
Saddle up. Let's get it. Let's get her done. Let's get her done.
That's Noah
Thank you so much, guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah,
congratulations. Noah Howard, a sectional champion. He's part of the rich history here at South Central for baseball. A big-time win for the Satellites as they beat the Trojans 4-2. Hey, those guys they're pretty good speakers,
I'm
Coach.
telling you what, that's
good young men.
I'm impressed. I've been in this teaching and coaching game for a long time, and to pull three, I think Coach Jones knew what he was doing when he brought those three up here. So,
and they all three were integral pieces to today.
Absolutely, they were. South Central won this game on pitching and defense today, and it starts right there, and you can see where their positions are. We had their center fielder, we had their shortstop, and we had their pitcher in here, and that's. For the end of time, that's going to be where you're going to win more games than lose them.
We don't know right now where the Satellites will be or where they will travel to, but I would like to think if you carbon copy what you did today, no matter who you go up against, it's going to be successful.
It's going to be, but with every round, every week you advance into the tournament, there's some really, really good 1A teams out there.
There are. Couts.
You got number one sitting and then not too far from here, same conference as South Central. You got Clinton Prairie. You got, there are good 1A teams in this area, so it'll be interesting as it shakes out.
And we've talked about it before. The Porter County Conference is so strong when it comes to baseball, and that might be part of the reason the Satellites came in today with a 12-9 record. You're kind of thinking, hey, what's going on with Satellite baseball? Well, they've just been facing really good competition all year.
Yeah, when you get in, when you have a Porter County Conference tournament that has teams like Morgan, Couts, Boone Grove in it, and South Central, they probably jump to the top as the top four teams in that league. And you got to play everybody there. You got to play everybody in the round robin. So they have seen their share. South Central has seen their share of competition in it. Now they're 13-9. That's easily comparable to, other teams that don't play the same type of schedule.
Well, we congratulate the South Central Satellites. I mentioned Tony Wallace was here, head coach of the South Central Softball Club. They are sectional champions as well this year. They'll be in a regional battle this coming weekend. We also see head coach of the basketball team for the boys' side of things, Matty Bush, is here. Satellite Nation came out in full support, but Trojan Nation for Triton, they were here in full support. Very, very supportive of the Trojans. And like Coach, if you think about it, Mark Elliott, he said they're very happy to finally have Trojan baseball back where they believe it should belong. Talk about from their perspective, a tough way to go out today here at South Central.
Yeah, this one's going to hurt just because all the time that Coach Elliott has put in with the Binghamans, the Kaufmans, that senior class is special. That's graduating at Triton. And I got to witness it at the beginning. you know, we were conference foes when I was at Knox. These boys were freshmen, and you could see the flashes. Bingaman, Kaufman, you know, they were really talented freshmen, but they were still freshmen and they were learning. But now to see them at the end of their careers, wow, Coach Elliott has done a great job with this program, and now it's up to Triton's underclassmen to maintain that level.
Which can be tough, but also they have the experience.
But if you have the right kids, and the kids have paid attention, and the kids are listening to what the coaches are telling them, then it naturally will.
Hoosier North Athletic Conference champions, the Triton Trojans were. We've talked about the HNAC before, a very competitive conference.
Caston's another team that's still alive in 1A. They're the other team I was thinking about.
Caston, and they were taking on the West Central Trojans. I think they're in
both
action right now.
Both those teams we've seen during the year, they were both
West Central, good club.
Yep.
Well, we'll definitely see where the satellites will be. It looks like there will be a little bit of a celebration.
Like if you're listening in Union Mills, you probably got about 15, 20 minutes, and you're going to
run into
you're going to have
parade.
You're going to wonder what the emergency is in town, but don't worry. It's just a baseball team coming through.
The fire trucks are here from the Union Mills area. They are going to have a nice little parade for the South Central Satellites becoming sectional champions. It's been 3 years since the Satellites have been sectional champions. It's the first in the Brent Jones era, and we congratulate the South Central Satellites. We'll see where the Satellites go. Hopefully we're able to follow them this coming weekend for some regional baseball action. It's been, you remember the last regional game we did was Tri-Township versus Morgan Township there at LaPorte.
Yep.
I hope it's at LaPorte. That'd be a quick.
That was a year ago. That seems.
No, that's 2 years ago.
Was that 2 years ago? Okay.
That was my sophomore year.
I was going to say it seems like a long time ago, but yeah, if it was 2 years ago, then it was a long time ago.
Chris McGowan helped us out that game too. It was a 3-man crew. I'll never forget that game. They almost came back. Remember that Tri-Township was they were down by 6 and they tied it up the next half inning. They brought 6 runs across. That was a really crazy game. But today, it's all about the South Central Satellites becoming sectional champions. We'll see where they end up. Hopefully, we're able to follow them as you'll be able to catch that game. All the exciting action here on WKVI 99.3 FM and online at WKVI.com. We invite you to follow us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and of course on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all KVB Sports content. Final word from you today, Coach. We're sectional champs.
No, it's really really nice to call a sectional championship game. It's nice to see both teams play as well as they did, and you know, this is the time of year you want to be playing your best baseball. And I think, you know, while Triton is disappointed, they had a great season,
amazing season.
But it goes to show you that you can play very, very well for 6 innings. And then that 1 inning, a couple mental mistakes, and just is the difference.
And you know, early on in that game, before it got to the bottom of the third, you're thinking, boy, this Triton team's on a mission here. And like you said, just those little bitty mistakes is how the Satellites ended up winning today. A very interesting way this game ends. But yeah, valiant effort from the Triton Trojans. Congratulations to them on an amazing season. One of Max 98.3 FM's teams here, part of the KVB family. Congratulations to them. It was an honor to finally meet head coach Mark Elliott for the Trojans. But the South Central Satellites become sectional champions here on WKVI. Our final in this one saw the Satellites beat the Trojans 4-2. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Baseball. For our sports analyst Kevin Hannon, our in-game announcer John Thompson, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School Baseball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, L&D Farms, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, USW Local 9551, Collins Insurance, McGrath Refrigeration, Web Printing and JT's Shirt Shack. Kankakee Valley REMC. Osborne Advantage Real Estate. Keener Construction. LAP Waste. Sideline Automotive. Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5 Star. We thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports.